Before we get into the video, guys, I just noticed that a lot of you guys don't like me. At 56.3% of you guys are not subscribed and still watching my videos. That hurts a little bit. The subscription is free. The liking of the videos is free. If you guys can really help me out and do that, I'm trying to get this unique content out for you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video. Thanks. Welcome to the video, guys. It's your boy Sombruh. So today I got a different type of video. It's gonna be a new series where I'll be showcasing every single car in Rocket League. At the moment, there are a little more than 50 cars, and I'm excited to go somewhat in depth on every single one of them and give you my opinions on them. So the format of this video and the subsequent videos after this are going to go like this. Basically, I'm just going to go through the first impressions of the car, the hitbox that the car has, and then I'm going to go take it in game to see how I do using that car. After that, I'll be ranking the car and how I personally felt it was for me on the pitch, and as more videos come out, I'll be including the other cars on that list, and I'll eventually have a whole tier list, give or take, of how I personally feel about these cars. For this video, we're going to be rating the X-Devil as well as the Breakout. These are going to be the first two cars for this video. Let's get right into it. Here we are, guys, with the X-Devil. Let's go over my first impressions on it. Aesthetically, it's not bad. I just think maybe the car is just pretty casual. It's the kind of car you'd expect to see in a game like this. Nothing too crazy. I mean, it has that casual slope over the edge, so it kind of makes it look like a nice car. Overall, I think the car is just casual. Has these over fenders, but nothing too crazy. This does have the hybrid hitbox, as you see up here. This is the ground version, so it just being, you know, sitting on the ground, this is how it would look. You see that the orange or yellow lines, if you will, these is how the hitbox actually is in game. A hitbox is basically the actual points of contact that the car will have. It's not necessary. It doesn't matter what the shape of the car is. It fits in. If it fits into the hitbox, that's what it's gonna have. So this does share the hitbox with a lot of other cars. It being a hybrid, the most popular of the hybrids is probably the Nissan Skyline, if you guys haven't seen those. But the Endo, the Esper, the Jaeger, the Nimbus, all those kind of cars also have the same hitbox. As you can see, even though the car is drawn up right here in the back, that is not actually where the car will hit the ball. It'll be actually a little further in, right on this little end of the box. Something to get used to. That is probably why not many people use this specific car. Just because it doesn't look like it'll react the way you think it will. But once we throw that in game, we'll see. Let's see how this car does in actual game. Overall, guys, while playing with the car, it felt okay. I didn't have a problem with it at all. It did feel a little weird turning. I'm really used to the Octane hitbox. I use the Fennec and the Octane a lot. So the turning radius on this, I think, is a little bit better, which is nice. But I mean, I did see little dips in the power shot while in the air. But other than that, the car was pretty good. I think I slapped these guys around in this game, which was super nice. I hit a couple nice shots, couple nice saves as well. But overall, I can see the popularity in it. I guess it's not too crazy popular like the Octane hitbox, but this hitbox is pretty good. It's a little bit taller than the Dominus, which is a shorter car, but this car is pretty much a jack of all trades. I didn't really see anything wrong with it, but I didn't excel in anything either. This car can pull off some nice flicks and bounces I saw and played with, but other than that, I think it's just a nice overall car. I think the design of the car is not for me, but the hitbox could be something I can get used to. Right, here we are with the Breakout. First impressions, I really do like how this car looks. It's really sleek, really nice. There are versions of it where it can be painted. This is the unpainted version, obviously, but I really love how the headlights look. Just something about its simplicity, just really nice. This car was one of the cars that came out when the game first came out, so back in July 7th, 2015. So I mean, it looks great. I don't really have too much to say about it. I personally really like it. It's flat where it needs to be flat, it's sharp where it needs to be sharp, and then these headlights just kind of tie it all in together. For me, at least, kind of gives me that like Japanese type car vibe. Super cool. Let's actually get into the hitbox and see how that looks like. Alright, guys, here we are with the Breakout hitbox. This hitbox was named after the car for obvious reasons. You can tell that this car fits the hitbox very well. Just looking at the top, there's barely any gap up here and over here and over here. The corners are to be expected. A box on an irregular shape is what it is. But I mean, looking at the sides here all throughout, like it's gonna look like it's gonna make contact with the ball. just the car itself, so that's super nice. It's something that you can really get used to. Although the front right here is protruding out a little bit, considering your cameras is like facing from the back, you won't really notice it too much. It's gonna be really nice. I think this hitbox is really nice, and it fits this car very well. I'm super excited to try that out, and let's see how that looks like in game. Taking this car into gameplay, it was really good. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I enjoyed every single second while driving it. It drove exactly the way I thought it would drove. It reacted to the ball the way I thought it would react. It just pulled off some super nice little touches when it came to the ball. I just had a blast driving it, and it could be the fact that I enjoyed the car aesthetically, that I'm enjoying the car while driving, and that's pretty much how it usually goes. You should be driving a car you like how it looks for the most part, because then it'll react pretty nicely to how you would expect it to. The hitbox just fits this car super nicely. It does little super small touches. It's not necessarily the most powerful car. It is considered one of the most precise cars to drive with, mainly because it is a very low height and small width. It's considered in the community one of the best cars for air dribbling for that fact. It's just super small, super tight, and you know, I enjoyed it.
That's what she said.
Of the two cars, you know, I had a good time with both of them, but I gotta say the Breakout was a lot better for me. It just had a lot more of a softer touch. It was more precise. It had a good turning radius. I think the hybrid just does have a better turning radius, but the car just felt right. This Breakout just beats out that hybrid hitbox for me, at least, and the design of it was really super nice. As for the X-Devil, I felt like that car could have been a little bit better. I didn't have a bad time with it by no means, but overall, of the two, for sure that the Breakout comes out on top. Alright, so where does that leave our ranking? Well, being the first video, there's only about two cars, but as you can tell, the Breakout comes in number one for sure. Then comes the X-Devil. As more videos come around, to be honest, I feel the X-Devil is gonna start falling off a little bit, but for sure, this is what we got so far. Number one, number two. Stay tuned for my next video. I'm going to be reviewing a lot more cars, basically every car, and I'll have a really good list by the end of it. But hope you enjoyed that video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It'll really help me out a lot. It's free, and it'll just make my day. So have a good day, guys. Hope you enjoyed.